I'm going to speak about the endovascular treatment of Spetzler-Martin grade 3 arteriovenous malformations. This is a single center 12 years experience stratified by the Spetzler-Martin modifier scale. Our work is currently in press. So Spetzler-Martin grade 3 AVMs are an heterogeneous group. Although large and diverse cohorts have already evaluated surgery and radiosurgery to treat these challenging lesions, only a few cohorts have addressed endovascular as a first modality treatment. So herein, we want to evaluate clinical and angiographic outcomes for Spetzler-Martin grade 3 AVMs in a curative endovascular first modality treatment strategy. This is a single center retrospective study with 12 years of experience. We evaluated baseline data, angioarchitectural features, Spetzler-Martin at the last and curative embolization session, also techniques which were very diverse and advanced, intra-procedure complications, hemorrhagic and ischemic complications, and clinical outcomes translated by the modifier ranking scale. We had 91 AVMs, most of them were rupture, 91 grade 3 AVMs. So as you can see, transvenous strategy were used in almost 40% of cases, either alone or combined with advanced techniques. This is when we place an arterial microcatheter in an artery to create an aspiration effect while we are embolizing through the vein. So our overall angiographic occlusion rate was high, 91.2%, 100% for S2V1E0 moderate size lesions with deep venous drainage, but not in an eloquent location. Our minor complication rate was high, 16.2%. However, major complication rate and mortality rate were both below 5%. And the overall treatment morbid mortality was 3% for S1V1E1 lesions and 0% for moderate size and deep venous drainage lesions. So our results are pretty similar to the first cohort published in 2020 in terms of S2V1E0 lesions with 0% of morbid mortality, although both samples are small. When we look into microsurgery, we can see that results are really good for S1V1E1 lesions. However, morbid mortality rates varies across different indications and experiences. For radiosurgery, complication rate is low and angiographic occlusion is only moderate, which is acceptable for unruptured lesions, however, can be worrisome for ruptured lesions, especially when we consider the rupture rate in the latency period, which is 2.5% annually. In conclusion, Spetzler-Martin grade 3 AVMs are high-risk lesions for all available treatment modalities, so a careful balance between risk and benefit is required for treatment indication. And when we consider morbidity, it's really important to pay attention to the indications. However, endovascular treatment can be an option with up to 100% cure rate for rupture lesions. They are deep-seated, ineloquent brain parenchyma and less amenable for microsurgery techniques. Randomized studies exploring new advanced endovascular techniques are necessary to provide better clarification of our results. Thank you very much for your attention.